The Nightingale, a fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen. Once upon a time in China, the emperor lived in a grand palace, surrounded by the most beautiful gardens. Beyond the gardens lay a deep forest where a small nightingale with a melodious song resided. Though his kingdom was filled with magnificent treasures, the emperor had never heard of the nightingale. One day, scholars from all over the world wrote about China's wonders, and many praised the nightingale's song, calling it the most beautiful thing in the empire. Curious and embarrassed that he did not know of such a wonder in his own kingdom, the emperor ordered his courtiers to find the nightingale and bring it to him. A humble kitchen maid, who had heard the bird's song while collecting water in the forest, led the courtiers to the nightingale. When it was presented before the emperor, the small, unassuming bird sang so beautifully that the emperor was deeply moved. Tears streamed down his face, and he declared that the nightingale would stay in the palace and sing for him every day. For a time, the nightingale lived in luxury, perched on a golden cage. It was free to fly around the palace, but had to return to sing for the emperor. The entire court adored the nightingale, and its fame spread far and wide. One day, the emperor received a magnificent gift, a mechanical nightingale, encrusted with jewels. It could sing a tune just like the real nightingale, but only the same song over and over. The emperor and his court were mesmerized by the glittering artificial bird and began to favor it over the real one. Feeling neglected, the real nightingale flew away back to the forest. The emperor did not mind at first. He believed that his mechanical bird was just as good. However, after some time, the gears in the artificial bird wore down, and it could no longer sing. The court was heartbroken, but they had no choice but to wind it carefully and only let it play on special occasions. Years passed, and the emperor fell ill. He lay on his deathbed, weak and frail. The silence in the palace was unbearable, and the mechanical bird could no longer sing to bring him comfort. As he prepared for the end, a sweet and familiar melody filled the room. The real nightingale had returned. It perched by his window and sang its beautiful song, bringing him peace. With each note, the emperor felt strength returning to his body. The nightingale's song was a gift of life, and soon, he was well again. The emperor begged the nightingale to stay, but the bird gently refused, saying it must remain free. However, it promised to return and sing whenever the emperor needed it. From that day on, the emperor learned a valuable lesson: true beauty and happiness cannot be replaced by artificial imitations. He cherished the nightingale's visits and ruled with wisdom and kindness, forever grateful for the bird's song. And so, the real nightingale continued to sing for the emperor, not in a golden cage, but as a free bird, bringing joy and life to the palace whenever it was needed.